Was it easy to come and join this franchise, Mr. Johnson? I would say you look a perfect fit.
Thank you. Was it easy to join the franchise? It was very easy to join the franchise. Number one, it's been such an epic franchise. The success of this franchise has been very impressive over the course of 10 years. That is difficult to do. And on top of that, there's the added special layer of I get a chance to create a character that, first of all the actors, they're a family. They've been together for a decade. That's a lot of time. I get to create a character that's going to come on and be a big, physically dominant presence that is driving. It's a driving presence in the movie, a relentless presence in the movie, going after these guys. You know, that is fun to me, and that is interesting, I think, as a moviegoer, as a fan. Like, I want to see that. I like the idea of Dwayne being part of that family, but I think I like the idea more that he's hunting them down. I think it makes it more interesting.
You wouldn't really necessarily call him the villain of the piece, would you? He's not a villain, he's just not there.
No, yeah, I wouldn't call my character that I play, the bad guy. Hobbs isn't necessarily, no, he's not the bad guy, but he is an anti-hero. And by the way, I also recognize the fact that he's their adversary, and he's going up against these guys are heroes to millions of people who are such a loyal fan base of this franchise. And I get that. And I love that they're loyal. And I love that I'm hunting their asses down. And I love the fact that, you know, in these big screenings that we've been having all around the world, fans don't like that I'm hunting them down, but yet they respect the character's code. And that code is, wait a minute, you may be cool, or you may think you're cool and drive your cool cars and with your beautiful women. At the end of the day, you're breaking the law. I'm going to find you, I'm going to hunt you down and bring your asses in.
Nicely said. You look bigger on screen than you did in your previous movie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you bulk down for Faster, or did you want to bulk up again before this?
Well, good question. I wanted to bulk up for this movie. I trained hard on Faster, and I love playing that role. And then I transitioned right into this. So I probably put on an additional 20 to 25 pounds. And I wanted to be, the moment you saw him on screen, the goal was to be, he immediately became this dominant physical beast of a man who, again, was relentless. And within 10, 15 minutes of the movie, he's on Dom, he's on Toretto, he's on Brian, Paul Walker's character, right away. So I wanted to create that, and I think, and again, it's the opportunity to go up against and chase down these heroes. So when you see this adversary, in my mind, the guy had to be King Kong.
That makes him Godzilla.
Yes.
The fight with Vin's character is epic, but did it leave you battered and bruised yourself, or is it a bit better choreographed for that?
No. I mean, you know, you get bruised up in a fight like that because you're going through walls, you're going through tables, you're falling down, you're going through all that. So you do get bruised, and, you know, there's a lot of, you know, like bone-to-bone stuff. But what's interesting about a fight like that is it was such a big fight sequence. But for me, personally, I played 10 years of American football where there's a lot of collisions in that, you know, within a 3-foot radius. And then 7 years of WWE where there's a lot of collisions and suplexes, and I was my own stuntman in that world for years. I would rather that type of physicality. I'd rather hit you. I'd rather somebody hit me. I'd rather mix it up with you. But, you know, with a fight like that, it's more emotionally draining for me personally because you have to exhibit all the emotion as if you were going to hit someone, but you can't hit. So it's got to go somewhere, and it just kind of doesn't go anywhere. At least, you know, in wrestling and in football, there's a release because there is a collision involved. So I'd much rather hit him or have him hit me, but at the end of the day, it was emotionally draining, certainly well worth it, and the most important thing was to deliver something very special to the fans.
Personally speaking, Dwayne, with the other guys and Faster in this, you know,
yeah.
I'm glad to see you back in the action genre. Does it feel...
Thank you, man.
Very good to be back after your interludes in more broader...
Sure. It feels great to be back in action. I love action. I come from action. You know, I was 4 years old. I was on the mats and wrestling and grappling. So, but I got to tell you, the goal also was to be a diverse actor and to take chances and to take risks and whether it's comedy or whether it's a family movie, family comedy, action comedy, a little bit of drama. I want to continue to work in different genres. There's nothing like action. There's nothing like kicking ass. There's nothing like hunting somebody down and whooping their ass. Nothing like it. But I also like making people laugh and feel good too. That's always fun in the right setting. So I'd like to continue to do both, but I always say there's nothing like action.
And last question. Petrol head, we say in Britain, for a car enthusiast. Would you describe yourself as a petrol head prior to this movie? And if not, how about subsequently?
No, before the movie, I was not a petrol head. Although I appreciate fast cars, I have some beautiful cars at home, but my everyday car is my Ford pickup truck. Every day I drive that truck. And after the movie, did I become a petrol head? No, not at all. It still didn't change my mind. I can appreciate fast cars, but I'm not into that shit. You know, I know that Paul Walker is. He loves that. And I appreciate that about Paul, but no, not me. I've never been into engines and, you know, hey, I'll race you from there to there. Well, no, there, you race yourself and I'll just meet you over there.
I'll meet you there for a beer.
Yeah.
Nice one.